We get a lot of questions in the market on how to cook different proteins. Scallops are one that people generally have the most questions about. So we're gonna tell you how to cook those real quick. So scallops, we use a dry pack scallop out of Massachusetts. They all have these abductor muscles on the side. Those will eat like a rubber band. So you just wanna take those off. See that little piece right there? You just take that off and we discard that. I have a saute pan on that I'm warming up slightly. No abductor there, a little abductor there. So we have a saute pan on, a little bit of oil. When the oil is shimmering, put the scallop in. And then the most important part, leave it alone. We're gonna let it cook for about 90 seconds on one side, and then we will flip it. What we're looking for is a golden brown around the edges of the scallop, and that's when you know that it's getting a good hard sear. So the key to cooking scallops is to be patient. Just let them cook and don't touch them. Also, I don't put any salt or pepper on it until the very end. I feel like the pepper just burns and the salt doesn't add anything at this point. So we're gonna wait until the end to season these scallops. So you can start to see that they're browning just a little bit. So we know we're headed in the right direction. So at this point, you see how it is starting to brown here? That's when people get excited and they're like, ooh, it's time to flip them. But this is actually where it's time to flip them. So now that we've flipped them, I'm gonna turn off the heat. And I'm gonna add about a tablespoon of butter and just let that melt. The residual heat from the pan will cook the scallop on this side. You're not trying to sear both sides, just one side really good. You can see how that butter is starting to brown. So we're gonna let that melt. And then we're gonna push these scallops up a little bit, and we're just gonna do a little bit of a baste. And then now is when we would come back with a little bit of salt and pepper. This is just our house seasoning. Oops. And that's how you cook a scallop.